Welcome back to Holder Flat. In this episode we have coverage from round 7 of the RSA's NI Summer Series here at Aghadowey. The 124 drivers braved some pretty intense rain showers early on as they prepped their machines for what was looking to be quite an unpredictable day ahead. One thing is predictable though, and that's the wonderful affordability of competition here at the RallySport Association events. And with 14 juniors and 25 Mini Cup entries, this certainly is a series that is still soaring to new heights. So as the driver's briefing is completed, it's time to start the engines and hold her flat on stage 1. And the fastest rally car over the opener is the 8-valve Mark II S-KART of David Christie. David appears to be a master of the tricky conditions, and he leads by 1.7 seconds. Michael McCollum is second fastest and certainly has the right machinery underneath him, though the narrow twisty nature of the Aghadowey stages may be his biggest enemy. Third fastest, just 0.3 of a second off McCollum, is Mark Graham in a 16-valve Mark II S-KART. Mark is spectacular to watch and will be one to keep our eye on today. The 2017 RSA champion Hugh Watson is up next with the 4th fastest time, only half a second off Graham ahead. Fifth fastest is the KP starter of Portadown, Stephen McClelland, who always goes well round here at Aghadowey. And the rally car top 6 is completed by the hard-charging Brian Kelly, who's just 0.1 of a second behind McClelland and 4.1 off our leader, David Christie. Now let's check in with the Cross-Kart Challenge runners, sponsored by Kane Trailers and CAS-KART Hire. And its previous Aghadowey event winner Connor Shaw, who blasts out of the gate to set a 3:19.7 and leads the cross carts by 2 seconds. Hot off a win at the last round, the Ulster Grand Prix, David Kane gets off to a solid start here with his second fastest time. Third fastest is the SPD kart cross Casmat of Seamus Donnelly. It's a good start for the mid-Ulster man, who's just 1.2 seconds off David Kane. Our round 1 winner of the summer series, Aaron McLaughlin, is up next in 4th, just a second off Donnelly. James Grant is 5th fastest, just a hair's breadth behind McLaughlin, 0.1 of a second to be exact. And it's another MV in 6th place. William Armstrong is just a further 0.3 back and 4.6 seconds off the leader Shaw. Next up, we check in with the MX5 Parts NI.com Rally Championship. And it's Cumberman Gary Duncan who sets a superb time to lead the class by 6.7 seconds after the opener. Second fastest is the Mean Green Machine of Gareth Stevenson, who's already under pressure from the 3rd place man. And here is our 3rd place man, James Crow. James must have had his Cocoa Pops this morning, as he's visibly quick and just 0.1 of a second behind Stevenson. Now on to the RSA Mini Cup. And it's no surprise to see the series leader Mike Curran start as he means to go on with the fastest time over SS1. What is a surprise though, is it's not Shane Henry shadowing Mike, but young County Antrim man Aaron Kennedy, who's got some great seed time lately, including driver of the day at his first auto test. Aaron is just 4.8 seconds off the leader. And here is Shane Henry now in 3rd, just 0.1 of a second behind Kennedy. This looks like it could be a great scrap as the day progresses. Now it's time to check in on the Ladies' Cup. And setting the 4th fastest overall Mini Cup time means Marie Fury is our leading lady over the opener. And she means business. Just look at the determination here. Just over 12 seconds behind Marie is Nicole Bradley in 2nd. And she's comfortably in 2nd. As 3rd fastest, Lisa Thomas is 9.1 seconds further back. It's a cautious start for most of the girls. And finally for stage 1, we update you on the Junior Mini Cup. And it's the previous round's Ulster GP sensation, Joshua Henry, who leads the way in the juniors after stage 1. The rapid up-and-coming Robert Brockett is just 0.8 of a second behind Joshua. And it's great to see Jaden McBrearty return to the NI series. He starts the day off with a great time to go third fastest, 5.2 seconds off the junior leader. It's all changed at the front by stage 3, as Stephen McClelland has been smashing in some fantastic times to jump up 4 places into the lead. Michael McCollum still maintains that second place overall, but is now 3.5 seconds off the top spot. The Evo of Ben McFall is now up to third, and Ben sets the fastest time over SS3 by 1.1 seconds. Hugh Watson is still in 4th position, but now leads Class 6, and is just 0.3 of a second behind the McFall Evo. After his superb start, David Christie now finds himself down in 5th, 6.9 seconds off the lead. And Trevor Ferguson is now up into the top 6 in only his second outing in his Fiesta R5. In the CAS-KART Hire Dale Kane Trailer sponsored cross-car challenge, Connor Shaw still leads, but he isn't running away with it, as the lead gap is only extended by a further 0.2 of a second out to 2.2. David Kane is still keeping him honest in second and sets fastest cross-kart stage time here on SS3. James Grant is up 2 places from 5th to 3rd with 2 very consistent fast times on SS2 and SS3. Aaron McLaughlin still holds 4th but is beginning to lose touch with the leaders. The gap to the front is now 12.7. Up a place into 5th is William Armstrong, who is locked in a battle with McLaughlin ahead by just 0.8 of a second. And Seamus Donnelly, who is 1.1 seconds behind him in 6th. Seamus' pace is somewhat plateaued over stage 2 and 3. In the MX5 Parts NI.com Rally Championship, Mr. MX5 Parts NI Gareth Stevenson inherits the class lead on stage 2 after Gary Duncan loses a lot of time. Gary has only slipped back to second and is 5.2 seconds off our new leader. And James Crowe is still in 3rd, just under 15 seconds behind the class leader. In the RSA Mini Cup, Mike Curran continues to lead, and he stretched the lead gap out to 10.6 seconds. Shane Henry is winning in the fight for second place after he takes 3.5 seconds out of Aaron Kennedy on SS2. Aaron still holds a top 3 position and is 3.2 seconds behind Henry and 13.8 off the leader Curran. In the Ladies Mini Cup, Marie Fury continues to dominate and now leads the class by 35.3 seconds. Nicole Bradley is still having a superb run and she's in second. With Lisa Thomas still holding on to that final podium spot. And last but not least, the juniors. And Joshua Henry has now built up a lead gap of 7.5 seconds. Robert Brockett has some interesting aero changes here on SS3, but that doesn't deter him as he still holds a fine second place in the juniors. And Carter Hughes sets a great time here on stage 3 to move up into third spot. I'd just like to take this opportunity before we get to the final results to thank you all for your patience. We are working on the video requests and trying to get back on course. And so to the final results then, and we start off with our Class 1 Juniors. And third place goes to Kyle Drury. It was a close battle and Jamie McLaughlin has to settle for second. But the winner is Jake Miller. On to Class 2, and Maurice Phillips has a superb run to take third. It was full commitment from Curtis Gibson as he takes second. But once again, it's Ed Davis who takes the Class 2 victory. Class 3 and Keith Sheridan survives some last stage dramas to take third. Jonathan Eady takes second place. But there was no stopping Ryan Gervin at the front of Class 3. On to Class 4, and Brendan Gibson takes third. Garth Duran takes second place in the Mini. But it's Danny Reed's victory today in Class 4. Only 2 finishers in Class 5, and Shay Rogers survives a crazy day to take second. But it's another committed drive from Brian Kelly as he takes the Class 5 victory. In Class 6, Jordan Williamson takes great points for third. Hugh Watson ends up second. And David Christie turned it around again to take the class win. In Class 7, Mark Graham has a superb day to take third. Jamie Grant comes home in second place in that beautiful Starlet. But it's Stephen McClelland who takes maximum Class 7 points here at Aghadowey. Just the 2 finishers in Class 9. It's Unique Z3 of David Dowie who takes second place. But it was Jay Nevin's day as he takes the Class 9 victory. In Class 10, the Unique BMW Diesel of Richard Elliott takes second. But it's Ben McFall's Evo which was flying today to take the Class 10 win. And in the R5 and WRC class, Michael McCollum threw it away in the last stage to take second. And Trevor Ferguson picks up the pieces to take the class win. The MX5 Parts NI.com Rally Championship, James Crow takes third. How's this for a finish? Gareth Stevenson finishes on an identical time with Gary Duncan, but as Gary wins more stages, he takes the victory. On to the RSA Mini Cup Juniors, and Cade Gilchrist has a great day to take third. Robert Brockett's bruised and battered Mini takes second. But it was Joshua Henry once again taking the junior win. In the Ladies' Cup, Frances Spencer just does enough to take third place. Second place goes to Nicole Bradley. But 1 minute 14.8 up the road is another superb result from Marie Fury. And the Mini Cup overall, third place goes to Aaron Kennedy. Just 1.4 seconds ahead of him was Shane Henry in second. But it's Mike Curran who wins once again in the RSA Mini Cup. And here are the overall rally car results, with Stephen McClelland taking the overall victory. Now finally, the cross karts. Class 13, third place goes to Kyle Orr. Second place goes to Mr. CAS-KART hire Chris Nelson. But it was Philip Armstrong once again who takes the Class 13 victory. In Class 14, Gareth Borland has a decent day out to take third. Seamus Donnelly narrowly misses out in Class 14 victory by 1.5 seconds. But it was William Armstrong who took the Class 14 victory in the end. Class 15 for the 1000cc's, Kevin Mina survives a difficult day to take third. Seamus Quigg takes second place in his Yak car. But it was a spectacular drive from James Cassidy to take the class win. And the Cross-Kart Challenge overall results, third place goes to Aaron McLaughlin, second place goes to James Grant, but a superb drive from Connor Shaw sees another victory here at Aghadowey. And that concludes our coverage from another fantastic RSA event. We are working frantically behind the scenes to try and get caught up with the footage once again. Please be patient, and we thank you all for your support. Until next time, hold her flat.